Finally, tonight, a professor at Syracuse University has done something no one has seen before. He has grown one tree that will produce 40 kinds of fruit. His initial goal, to save something very old, ancient varieties of stone fruit, turned into something entirely new.
Sam Van Aken's nursery is a workshop, laboratory, and easel all rolled into one. And here, he's at work on his masterpiece. A single tree that grows 40 types of fruit. This springtime rendering of what the blossoms will look like is getting attention worldwide.
It's very flattering, it's amazing, but yeah, it's also overwhelming. So there'll be varieties that blossom earlier.
Van Aken, an art professor at Syracuse University, grew up on a farm in Pennsylvania. A few years ago, he learned New York's Agricultural Experiment Station, a 125-year-old institution that preserves and produces fruit, was going to rip up its entire stone fruit orchards. So he set out to find a permanent home for varieties that trace back thousands of years.
When I started, it was a matter of essentially collapsing an entire orchard down onto one tree. That was the practical application for it, yes.
That's what this tree is, an entire orchard in one.
Yes, yeah. Actually, it's a couple orchards in one if you... This is the first of the European plums, so that's an early Laxton.
An early Laxton?
Yeah, it's from England, about 18th century.
I feel historic.
Growing multiple stone fruits, like peaches or plums, on one tree is possible because what Van Aken does, perhaps better than anybody, is graft.
So to start the tree, you make a cut. And you can see that I cut it so these two pieces line up.
In essence, tricking a tree into adopting a new limb, or in Van Aken's case, dozens of them. The tree of 40 fruit has been growing for 9 years. 14 are installed around the country, most in public places like this one at the center of the Syracuse campus.
That's Cuban Burgundy.
Alive and edible, Van Aken says his project has grown beyond expectation.
Perfect.
There's a pastor in Norfolk, Virginia, that did a sermon, and a big part of the sermon was using the tree of 40 fruit as a symbol. And to me, that was amazing that it reached that far.
There's something about it that's biblical.
Oh, definitely. You know, I liken it to the tree of life. It's the beginning of a story.
Van Aken says his eventual goal is to build entire groves of 40 fruit trees, especially in urban areas.